Does light therapy actually work? In this video, I'm going to talk about how light therapy has impacted my life after using light therapy for over 5 years now. Also, later on in this video, I will share some tips that I found helpful in getting the best results from doing bright light therapy. Now, to give you some background about myself, I have a long history of medical problems. I have struggled with depression off and on for many years. I've also struggled with insomnia at times, and I also have OCD and have struggled with pain from rheumatoid arthritis. And currently I am on chemotherapy treating cancer. I was diagnosed with leukemia back in 2022. Now, in terms of how bright light therapy has impacted my life, yes, I have found some positive benefits from using bright light therapy. Where I live is Seattle, Washington, and in the fall and the wintertime, it can get pretty dark in the morning. And so when I get up in the morning, sometimes there can be multiple hours of darkness. And during that time, especially if I wake up in my room and my room is darker, I feel like it's easier to be groggy or maybe just not as alert, or maybe have more mental fog, and it's just slower to get up in the day. So that's where I have found bright light therapy to be helpful. So if it's super dark outside, if I get up in the morning, get in front of the light, I feel like it can expedite my waking up process. I feel like it can speed up the time it takes to feel more alert in the morning. Just having that, I feel like gives me a better shot of having a better day. Starting off the day where I'm waking up faster, that is something that I have found helpful when using bright light therapy. Also, if you currently are struggling with depression or mental illness of some kind, please hop down to the comment section and let me know what you have tried in your life, and let me know what works. If there's other therapies out there that I could try for myself or even talk about on this channel. Now, probably where bright light therapy has had the largest impact on my life is just what it's done for my sleep overall and treating my insomnia. So there have been times in my life where I really struggled to fall asleep at night, and I would sometimes be up into the wee hours of the morning. And then I started getting prescription sleeping pills, and I feel like I've tried so many different medications. And the problem with those pills is I felt so many side effects, and sometimes I would actually wake up feeling really groggy and not refreshed. Now, something I feel like bright light therapy did for me, I do feel like it was a useful tool when combined with other healthy sleep practices in the process of reprogramming my circadian rhythms. And what I mean by that is this idea of changing my body's natural sleep and wake cycles to be more in alignment with when I want to actually fall asleep and when I actually want to wake up. After using a bright light therapy lamp enough times, combined with doing other healthy sleep practices, I eventually started falling asleep much easier around the time that I wanted to go to bed. Now, of course, there have been occasions where I've struggled with sleep in recent years, but nowhere nearly as bad as when I used to take sleeping pills to treat my insomnia. In fact, it has been many years since I have taken prescription sleeping pills. Now, I just want to put out there, bright light therapy is not the only practice that I have done to help with my sleep problems. I have done a number of sleep hygiene practices to improve the quality of my sleep. To give you a couple of examples, I have done cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, which I found to be extremely helpful. And I also use a CPAP machine to help treat my sleep apnea. Now, I will say, I don't want to completely discredit bright light therapy. I have found it to be a useful tool when added to the arsenal of other healthy practices that I can do for sleep and for my overall health. Because here's the thing, it's like if I'm eating a tub of ice cream right before I go to bed, then I'm probably not going to sleep that well that night. And so even if I wake up and I use a bright light therapy lamp, I'm probably gonna feel horrible. So if you do plan on using bright light therapy and you wanna give yourself the best chance at getting the best results, I do recommend pairing bright light therapy with other healthy practices while at the same time working to remove unhealthy practices from your life. Now, a potential disadvantage to using light therapy is it can take some time before you start seeing results. Not everybody may want to wake up in the morning and just get in front of a light first thing. For some people, that can feel maybe uncomfortable. It also might be inconvenient. I have found that when I'm using my light, my head has to be in somewhat close proximity to the light. I can't just be on the other side of the room when the light is on to get the best results. And all that together could potentially, for some people, start feeling like work. It could maybe start to feel like a chore. And if it starts feeling like a chore, then maybe it's easier to start missing some days. Now, there are some ways to build a more successful habit around using light therapy on a consistent basis. And I would say the number one thing to do is to just put your lamp in a place in the morning that you know you're going to be. So if you know that you're going to, let's say, eat breakfast at a certain spot, then just put the lamp right there. If you're gonna be at that table for like 30 minutes or more, then you could just, eat your breakfast, turn the light on, and then you can sort of get that therapeutic effect while just eating breakfast. That's something that you were gonna do anyways. For me, sometimes I use my computer after I wake up in the mornings. So I positioned my light therapy lamp right next to my computer. So if I'm on my computer, then I can just turn the light therapy lamp on and voila, it's just very easy to use. Now I want to take a moment to give you an update about my health situation. Back in 2022, I was diagnosed with cancer. I have chronic myeloid leukemia. Currently, I am on chemotherapy. I will give you some good news. I know it's been a long time since I've given an update about my cancer situation, but I do have some good news. I have now had undetectable tests for over a year now, which is great news. It's a great blessing. Like I said, I know I haven't posted a video in a while, and I just want to thank everybody for still tuning in. If you're here watching this video up until this point, this really means so much to me. I feel like making videos, it can give me something positive in my life. And I just really want to invite you to subscribe to this channel. It would just mean so much to me. It's my goal to reach 100,000 subscribers on this channel. So it would mean a lot if you could subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Now in this video, I don't want to get too into the details about how to use your light therapy lamp, because some light therapy lamps are different and how you use them could be a little bit different. Some have greater light intensities and some have different features. But there are some general bright light therapy practices that I found helpful that I want to talk about in the next part of this video. Something else that was huge that I discovered is you have to have the right light therapy lamp. Not all lamps out there are going to be strong enough to do bright light therapy. In the research that I found, it sounds like you need something that produces 10,000 lux, and not all lights out there produce 10,000 lux. Now, if you do end up getting a light therapy lamp, something that you could potentially do is download a lux meter app on your phone. I found that using a lux meter app, it helped me to see just how close I need to be to the light to get 10,000 lux. I will disclose, I haven't personally tested the accuracy of the lux meter app that I was talking about. Now, if you do have a smartphone, I did put a link to the Lux Meter app that I use in the description of this video. I also put my affiliate link to my preferred light therapy lamp in the description as well. Personally, I feel a little bit more sensitive to light. When I use my light therapy lamp, I usually am a little bit further away from the lamp versus having my head close enough to get that 10,000 lux, which is recommended. But in my case, what I have found helpful is just to use my lamp for longer. So if I'm gonna have my head further away from the lamp, if I just use my lamp longer, then I find that I still get positive benefits from using light therapy. So if you do end up getting a light therapy lamp, you may want to explore what works for you. How close should you be to your lamp? How long should you be in front of your lamp to get the best results? Now, I will put out there, I have tried multiple different light therapy lamps. Some I did like better than others. I would say that there is a feature in a lamp that I really like, and that is if the lamp can angle downwards. So what I like to do with my lamp is I position it so that it's higher than my head, and then I angle the lamp downwards. And what I like about angling the lamp downwards is I feel like it creates more of a natural sunlight experience because the sun is above our heads. And so then that light is coming down towards my eyes. Whereas I have also used a lamp too, where it angles upwards. And I feel like that's just kind of weird because the sun isn't like below us shining light up into our eyes. And so that was something that I liked in having a lamp, is that ability to angle the light downwards so then it comes from above. Something important when doing bright light therapy is to have your eyes open when you have your light on, but don't directly stare into your lamp. The light should be positioned more in your periphery versus something you stare directly into. Now it's time for the big question. Would I recommend that you use a light therapy lamp? My answer to that is it depends. Because if you live in a place where the sun comes up and you wake up to that, then I would say just get outside and get under the sun. I feel like that's where you're gonna get the best light therapy experience, is just the sun itself. Now, if you are in a situation where you wake up in darkness, then you may get some benefit out of using light therapy. Now, for me, I felt like light therapy helped me with my sleep, like I mentioned earlier in this video. I don't see light therapy as the one and only treatment for all my mental health concerns and problems that I have in my life, because at the end of the day, if I'm not living healthy, it doesn't really matter. If I turn a light therapy lamp on, it's probably not going to make up for all those other problems that I have or unhealthy practices that I'm doing. But if I am doing other healthy practices in my life, like doing healthy sleep habits or eating well, maybe exercising more, or I'm just doing all the things that I need to do to take care of myself and be healthy. If I'm doing all those things and then I throw on light therapy into the mix, then yes, I have found that I have gotten benefits from using light therapy. And yes, I would recommend people try it. Now, if you are interested in getting the light therapy lamp that I like to use, I did put my affiliate link to my preferred lamp in the description of this video. Also, if you struggle with depression or other mental illnesses or other ailments in your life, I'd love to know what works best for you and what therapies you've tried that are successful, and also the ones that aren't successful. Please hop down to the comment section and let me know. And if you like this video and you want to see more of me in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much. Thank you so much for watching.